Time for Thursday's hour number 2 on Hashtag Daily K with your host, Peter Bint. If you want to be a trendsetter who knows Korea like the back of your hand, then don't miss out on this.
Time to bring together Korea's hottest issues and deliver them to you on
Inside Korea
with Soo-jung.
It's a brand new day, a brand new guest for Inside Korea with Soo-jung in the studio today. Good morning, Soo-jung.
Good morning, Peter.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
I previewed to our listeners in hour number 1 because many were a little sad that Ji-hee left us last week. I did give them a hint that our new guest was in some way linked to Ji-hee.
Yes.
And so would you like to introduce yourself however you like, Soo-jung, and also what your link to our previous guest is?
Okay.
And because it is your first time on the show,
yes,
maybe you could just show your face just quickly without the mask to our listeners and say hello.
Well, hello, listeners. I am Soo-jung. And I happen to be Ji-hee's sister.
Yay!
Hi.
That's the unbelievable link to Ji-hee.
Yes.
Younger or older?
I am her younger sister.
You look younger. I'm not going to make a mistake there.
And I'm really excited to be part of your show, Peter.
Fantastic.
And excited to talk about all the latest trends in Korea.
We're very happy to have you on. We have talked about you on the show, actually,
really?
a few times. Yeah, because Ji-hee mentioned, I don't know how long ago it was now, but I think in the past 6 months or year that you started an online kind of fashion business.
Yes, I did.
So our listeners know all about it. And many of them follow her on social media as well.
Oh, really?
So they see your clothes there. So is that what you're doing as well?
Yes, that is what I am doing as well. It's one of my jobs, I guess.
What else do you do, Soo-jung? How would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as a N-jobler. Have you ever heard of this word?
N-jobler.
N-jobler. That's how they call it in Korea.
What does that mean?
I have many jobs, I guess. So I do own an online clothing store, and I teach English as well.
Oh,
so,
fantastic.
I don't know. I think I'm just an N-jobler.
N-jobler. And yeah, I think I've heard you before on another station as well. So you got experience in broadcasting.
Yes.
We didn't just randomly say, Ji-hee, introduce us to your sister. Let's get her on the radio. But we're very happy to have you here. Tropic Girl saying, very nice. Hello, Soo-jung. Raul, who was G's biggest fan, perhaps, says, hello, Soo-jung. Wow, you are already here. And many were guessing it would just be someone with the same surname, Choi. Well, obviously, you do have the same surname. Yeah. But we do have Ji-hee's sister in the studio. Fantastic. Keep us up to date with how Ji-hee's doing as well from time to time.
She's fine. Yeah, okay.
She is working in the same building, I suppose. Today's hashtag. So I always ask the guest about the hashtag of the day. Jeju. Did you not go to Jeju?
I did, actually. I went to Jeju last week.
With your sister, right?
Yes, with Ji and my mom.
Where did you go? What did you do? Do you like Jeju?
I love Jeju. Before COVID-19, I used to go there more often. So it's been quite a while since we visited Jeju.
Yeah.
But we mostly stay inside the room, like the place we're staying at.
Okay, really?
And since we heard there are a lot of people in Jeju right now, we were kind of afraid to, go around too much. So we mainly stayed inside. But that was nice too, because the place we were staying was very nature-y.
Yeah, where did you stay? Because it looked like some kind of private home or something.
Yeah, it was... we played in 2 places, and one place, they were both located in a very not crowded area. There weren't many people staying there.
How did you find that kind of accommodation?
I am good at finding those kind of places.
Fantastic. Because I saw some of Ji-hee's photos, almost right after her show last week.
Yeah.
And so it was like garden areas that looked very private and lovely kitchens and stuff like that. I was very jealous. What a perfect hashtag to welcome you into the show with, Soo-jung. Okay, so we've now given you the choice of choosing 3 trends a week.
Yes.
What are we going to talk about first today?
So the first topic or the first hashtag for today will be Millenial Golfers.
Oh.
So Peter, have you realized that these days like a lot of younger generations are into golf? Have you realized like on your social media or...
I don't know. I mean, there's one fellow radio host who plays a crazy amount of golf. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if she just takes many pictures from one round and posts them up over a week, but I don't know how she can have a job and go golfing so much. Apart from her, I know my son's best friend, so he's 8, he's taking golf lessons.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh, that's quite unusual, but maybe it's not unusual.
Yes. Well, apparently many millennials, younger people in their 20s and 30s, are turning to golf as a new hobby.
Oh.
So it's becoming a trendy hobby among younger people nowadays.
Do you play golf, Sejong?
No, but I am planning to actually very soon.
What's attracting you to golf? Why do you want to get into it?
I wanted to get into it way before it was a trend, actually, because my sister, and our family wanted to kind of go together.
Oh, does Jihi play?
Yeah, I think she bought like a new golf club because she wants to start like practicing it a bit more seriously, I think.
Oh, I see. So as a family kind of trip.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you've just reminded me. I'm sure my listeners will be angry that I forgot. Sohyun is an avid golfer, our Tuesday guest, Korean only.
Okay.
And that's what she does. She goes on family golf trips with her brother, her parents and stuff like that. We do know, and we've talked about it on the show a few times, that Korean women's golfers are like the best in the world. So
really? Actually, yes.
Maybe that's part of it?
Yeah,
like
maybe.
Inspiration? Okay.
But why now, right? So I guess like in the past, golf was typically known as, a fancy sport because it's not cheap, right?
Yes.
To learn golf.
In Korea especially.
Yeah. So it was called like parent sport, or like a sport for middle-aged people in their upper middle classes, I guess. But that's changing now. And I think that's because of COVID-19.
Oh.
Since we can't travel abroad, I think people, when they go out in the golf fields, they kind of feel like they're out somewhere.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, golf, I think one of its main attractions is just walking around in nature.
Yeah.
It's kind of healing and it's not too like hardcore sweating and stuff like that. It's quite a luxurious sport in that way.
Yes,
Oh.
and not only that, many sports facilities that involve working out with many people in one area. So some places were like that were kind of banned for a while. Now it's not, but and it has become a bit more difficult to go to sports centers without feeling a bit uncomfortable since there are a lot of people sweating together.
Sure, but golf, you're on a massive course with hardly anyone.
Yes,
that's why
true.
It's perfect. That's also why it's very expensive. It's because you're renting a big amount of land.
Yeah, and even screen golf centers relatively involve a smaller amount of people. So I guess that's the main reason why golf has gained so much popularity nowadays.
That makes sense. I would love to do it as well. I just don't even look into it because I feel it's going to be too expensive. Screen golf, maybe not. That's more affordable.
Yes.
And local as well.
Right.
But there's a new trending word to do with this new group of people getting into it.
Yes, it's called 골리니. 골리니. Well, yesterday was 어린이날, so I guess it's kind of related.
Yes.
So 골리니 is 골프 plus 어린이 combined. Golf plus 어린이, which means child in Korean. So like a golf child.
And so does that only refer to literally kids or people in their 20s as well?
In this case, the child means beginner.
Okay.
So it's like beginners of golf. People who just started learning golf. They are called 골리니.
골리니. It kind of sounds like Gollum a little bit, so I'm put off by that. But it's a cute little word in Korean.
There are other words like this, actually. Have you ever heard of 헬린이?
헬린이?
Yes.
Sounds like Helen, the female English name.
헬린이 is 헬스 plus 어린이. But in Korean, herse means like working out at the gym.
Sure. So
people, yeah.
That's for beginners at the gym.
Yes, that's right.
I haven't heard that. That's also very cute.
Yes.
Okay, so these young people going to play golf in both the screen and offline in the courses as well.
Right.
Okay, wow, that's an interesting trend, isn't it?
It
but
is.
Does it not mean that they're spending a lot of money? Is it not still expensive for the younger generation?
I think it is. So I was kind of curious about that point as well. How are people all affording this? How are these young people affording these, golf fees?
Yeah.
And because of the high demand, the green fees, which are golf fees, are even increasing. And the weekend reservations of the fields are becoming much more competitive.
Wow.
So I wonder how they all afford that as well.
Yeah, maybe it is the upper class oddities or golflinis who are doing that. But screen golf is very affordable, so that's not such a problem.
Yes, yes.
But is this affecting the golf industry apart from that? Are there any other trends that are happening?
Yes, this is changing the golf fashion industry a lot.
Okay.
Yes, and since millennials are more sensitive to how they look, to fashion, the golf wear industry is booming.
Oh, wow. Are you going to have some golf attire on your website, perhaps?
I don't know. But I'm excited to go shopping for them. I think a lot of people started to wear all these nice golf fashion wear.
That fellow radio host who does golfing, I swear she just does it to wear different outfits every time. Like amazing looks.
Yes.
But really short skirts as well and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that's a youngster's trend.
Yes. I think that has changed a lot. In the past, people used to focus on, more practical, functionality.
Sure.
And how convenient or how comfortable the clothes are. But these days, they focus more on the style and the fashion. They've become much bolder.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
Welcome to Arirang Radio.
We're back for part 2 of Inside Korea with Sujong in the studio. Gopal Gupta has also said, hello, Sujong, lots of love from India. How are you both doing? We're doing great. We hope you're enjoying it.
Hello.
Lots of positive vibes for you, Sujong. Are you having a good time so
yes,
far?
Yes, I am having fun,
You're
actually.
not regretting replacing Chihi? Not yet, at least.
Yes.
We got some messages related to what we were talking about. Derek says, people like golf because they can drink while playing. I've heard that. There's a clubhouse somewhere in the middle of the course. So maybe you do 9 holes. You stop at the clubhouse, you can have a non-alcoholic beverage, but also you can have a beer or something.
Really?
And then do the other 9 holes. Yeah, and then I think a lot of them have saunas and spas, so you de-stress there after the
Wow.
game.
Yeah, that I heard.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's because we can't go on holiday. Let's go on a golf holiday instead.
Yes, maybe.
You got a message?
Yes, Tropic Girl said, I would like to try golf, though I've played mini golf. Does that count?
The little tiny ones. We call it crazy golf in the UK,
okay. What is mini golf?
We don't have it in Korea, really, do we? There must be some place where you can play it, but it's usually at a seaside or some kind of theme parky area, and kids play as well. And there's lots of fun obstacles, so you have to hit it over a little bridge, but it's only the size of this room, one hole, and so you just play for a laugh. It's not serious. Or anything. We need that in Korea.
Yes.
But Tropica, I don't think that counts for what we're talking about today. Josh Lee says, so many Koreans making Korean channels for fishing. That's not a trending thing. Josh is really into fishing.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we can look into that for a future week, Josh, and talk about it. But you did say golf is about as expensive as fishing, to be fair. Ooh. Fishing needs a lot of equipment too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And golf, one of the big expenses is the set of clubs can be really pricey.
Yes, that
right?
is true, actually.
You should borrow Chihis.
Yes. Okay, Kevin Leonard said, wouldn't the average Koreans' experience with golf be with the driving range or the screen golf parlor, as playing an actual round of golf is still expensive?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, I guess for the average people.
Sure. But like we said, we see on a lot of social media mutual friends and stuff playing a lot of golf and on the courses.
Yes,
so if you can afford it.
Yeah, but I hope it doesn't promote anything, like people shouldn't waste or overspend their money just because they want to be part of a trend, right?
That's true, yeah. You don't want to go too far, right? Brian also talking about the drinking here, saying, I love golf because it's the only sport that encourages drinking and driving. And I think he means driving as in hitting the ball is also called a drive.
Yes.
If you have no alcohol, don't worry. They'll often drive up to you with some in a golf buggy. Wow. I didn't... Maybe this is why men have often said they're doing business on the golf course. They're just having a drink during the daytime. Siska also said, so this is why I see many young Koreans posting pictures of playing golf, including Korean Onni. My boss plays golf a lot. There are many golf balls in my office and merchandise from some famous brands.
Wow.
Golf is popular for rich people in Indonesia anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am Zana said, I wonder how much the golf fees are here since the sports are only rich people enjoy playing. So I guess, I think that's for the fields, but the screen golf center is a bit more affordable, I think.
I haven't been to screen golf in ages, but I swear it was maybe less than 2,000원, so maybe less than about $20,
Yeah, I think it
like
really
that.
depends on the location, like the area.
Sure, and then if you want to go to a course, I've heard that you need to have a caddy in Korea, so it can be like hundreds of dollars to go for a day. So maybe a bit pricey.
Yeah.
Talking in more detail about the golf fashion industry then, there are numbers to show it's changed?
Yes. So according to the Korea Institute of Leisure Industry, among 4.7 million of the golfers, 850,000 were in their 20s or 30s in 2020. And they predict that the young generation population will increase to around 1.5 million this year.
That's a
lot.
crazy
Yes,
increase.
I was really surprised by the statistics.
Wow.
So,
Well, I'm in my 30s. Maybe I should add to that number.
yes, of course. And about the golf fashion industry, around 86% of the sales in February and March have increased compared to last year.
Wow.
And 90% of those sales were the customers in their 20s and 30s.
What?
So I guess there is a huge change going on around here.
Yeah, 90% of those sales by customers in their 20s and 30s. That's insane.
Yes. And apparently a lot of golf brands started marketing their brands on social media where a lot of millennials can, see.
Sure.
So the hashtag 골스타그램 has become very popular.
Golfstagram.
Yes.
So that's golf and Instagram put together.
Golf plus Instagram put together.
Yeah, because usual players of golf, it's like even my uncle who's in his 70s is an avid player. And my neighbour who's in his 40s as well, that's the normal golf playing public, I suppose.
Yeah.
They're not even on Instagram as far as I'm aware. But nowadays, more and more people looking there.
Right. So there are a lot of other changes. Like there has, the golf-related brands. They started using much younger models in their ads.
Okay.
So even young K-pop idols have become commercial models for
golf brands.
Golf wear. Yes.
We're showing you a couple of pictures here. These kids don't look old enough to be out of school, let alone wearing golf clothes like that. Fantastic.
And if you see the photos, the golf wear, they kind of seem casual, and you can probably imagine people wearing them for daily wear as well.
Yeah, just going out for dinner in the summertime or something like that.
It's really much more casual.
Wow.
And the difference between golf wear and daily wear are becoming unclear these days.
Wow.
A lot of young golfers prefer workout outfits that they can also wear during their daily lives.
Yeah, because you're not playing golf like every day. It would be a waste of money to spend a lot on an outfit you can't wear otherwise.
Right.
Thank you for your first ever trend there, Sejong. I like it. Getting on to hashtag trend number 2.
Yes, hashtag number 2 will be hot entertainment programs on YouTube.
So just on YouTube, like not necessarily a TV show?
Yes, not necessarily a TV show. We call them web 예능. So like entertainment programs that are on the internet.
On the web.
Yes,
okay.
on the web.
예능 meaning like an entertainment show.
Right,
yeah?
right. So most entertainment programs on television are at least an hour or so, right?
I was quite surprised when I first came to Korea, like Infinite Challenge and stuff.
Yeah.
Being an hour long. I was like,
Yes.
when is this going to end? Like, it was fun, but it's so long, right?
Yeah. So I guess the good thing about web 예능s are that they're just short clips and they attract to a lot of busy people who will be able to squeeze in a short fun clip during their free time.
Sure, maybe eating lunch or maybe even in the toilet, who knows?
Yes. And unlike television, I guess the celebrities can have more freedom of speech and they can speak more casually and comfortably than on, national television.
Yeah, there are a lot more restrictions in terms of even the words and language
Right.
you can use on
Yes.
like the big broadcasters. Didn't that get though someone in trouble quite recently? Was it Pagnare? And she did something on the internet
Yes,
and it got a lot of blowback. So
Right.
there are some bad cases, but for the most part, I think you get a lot more casual talk, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tell us about some cool channels out there that maybe our listeners could watch.
Yes, so the first channel I want to talk about is 악마는 정남이를 입는다. And this is actually season 2 that is on right now these days. So do you know who 배정남 is?
I don't recognize the name.
Oh, so he is a famous Korean actor, also fashionista.
Okay.
So he is the main host of this show, and he becomes a fashion consultant.
That title, I recognize that from the movie. In English, what is this called?
Yes, The Devil Wears Jeongnam.
The Devil
Yes,
Wears
so it's
Jeong-
like The Devil Wears Prada,
Okay.
but it's The Devil Wears Jeongnam. where
Okay, because he's into fashion as
yes,
well.
Yes. So he becomes a fashion consultant and CEO at a clothing store, which they named 기쁨 라사.
기쁨 meaning like pleasure or happiness.
Yes.
What's
and,
the last?
라사, I searched it up as well. I think it's like a Portuguese word called raksa, but in the past, a lot of Korean tailor-made shops were called something lasa.
Oh, I
So
see.
they kind of changed it to 기쁨 라사.
So like a happiness store in some way.
Yeah, but it's weird because lasa actually means some kind of clothing.
Oh, really?
I'm not exactly sure, but it does not mean store in Portuguese.
Oh,
but
it's
that's
a
how the
word
Koreans
misused in
used it.
Korea.
Yes.
There's a bit of that in Korea and every country, I think, actually. So what does he do at this store? Just has his daily like takings with members of the public or?
No, so mostly celebrity guests come into this shop for advice on fashion, and Bae-jeong-nam helps them out by choosing outfits for them.
Oh, that's quite lovely. So
Yes.
he's like their stylist.
Yes, kind of. So
Okay.
he kind of tells them to buy this kind of outfit, and then the celebrities actually buy some clothes and then they leave. That's what it's about.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I watched some of the episodes and it was really fun. And Bae-jeong-nam is really kind of unique.
His character.
His character is really unique, and his fashion sense is also really different.
Okay.
Yes.
So he gets people wearing things maybe they wouldn't usually wear.
Yes, and this channel, this program you can watch on Shibuya channel, which is directed by our famous Na Young-suk producer.
Oh, it's his
So,
YouTube
yes,
channel.
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
And I also, he's the one famous for a lot of Yening programs,
Yes,
the
yes.
entertainment ones out
Right.
there. Wow, and he's turning his attention to YouTube in this big way.
Yes, he is. It's really successful actually already.
And they've had some big K-pop stars on there as well.
Yes, for season 2, a new member, Kai from K-pop group EXO, is a member, and he helps Bae-jeong-nam as a sales clerk at the clothing shop.
Is that who I'm looking at on the screen
Yes,
here?
that is Bae-jeong-nam him. That is
Okay.
Bae-jeong-nam, that's Kai.
Bae-jeong-nam is very distinct like
Right,
looking. He
yes.
doesn't look like your typical maybe Kongyu or
that's
Wonbin.
why this is so interesting because
I
we can
see.
listen to fashion advice from his point of view.
Absolutely. And he's got on the channel 2.8 million subscribers.
Yes.
And this show getting hundreds of thousands of views, it seems.
If you are in Jeju,
88.7 in Jeju City.
88.1 in Seogwipo City.
101.9 in the Daejeong area.
Arirang Radio.
We're back for part 3 Inside Korea with Sujong in the studio. Dynamic duo. One of the members has also got their own show on YouTube, right?
Yes. Cheja, actually. He is a famous rapper in Korea who just sang that song.
Yeah.
It's not a new channel, actually. He's had it since 2018.
Oh, wow.
He just started a new channel called Cheja Road in the House.
What on earth does Cheja Road in the house mean?
So in this channel, Cheja and his friend Jung Chang-wook, who is also a famous chef in Korea, become food guides of Korea.
Oh.
So they introduce various kinds of food in Korea.
Just randomly here, there, and everywhere, like at restaurants and stuff?
Yes, before they used to do that, and I heard that this season is more focused on how we can enjoy different kinds of food in the house.
Oh, that's why
Yes,
it's called In the House. And Cheja Road, is that from something like Tasty Road, which is
Right.
a famous cooking
Yes,
or food
yes,
show?
I think that's how it started. Like that's why it's Cheja Road.
Okay.
But I thought it was just in the house, but when I actually watched it, it kind of seemed like they were eating somewhere outside.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
looking at
guess
one clip in a restaurant.
The point is they can order the food. Right.
And then talk about
Yes,
it and
right.
discuss it
Yes.
from a chef's point of view
Yes.
and a random rapper's point of view as
Right.
well.
I think it's really fun because you can get useful tips from the chef as well. Cooking tips as well.
Sure,
Not
yeah.
just where to go to eat good food.
Is Cheja known as like a foodie or something like that?
Yes. Since this is how it all started. He started introducing places on his social media and then it became a thing.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're just a couple of the shows that are trending on social media. Why don't we head over to our third and final trend?
Okay. The last hashtag of the day will be trendy painting cafes.
Painting cafes.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you like painting, Peter? Have you ever painted?
do more painting in the past couple of years than ever before because of my
really?
kids.
Ah, okay.
Kids love painting.
Okay,
In fact, we
okay.
got the paints out last night and it gets very messy. Not a fan.
Well, I personally love painting.
Oh, wow.
Yes. It is one of my hobbies.
Uh-huh.
But I recently found out about this place called a painting cafe where we can kill two birds with one stone.
Okay,
we
what
can
are those?
paint
Yeah.
and drink coffee.
I hope you don't dip your brush in the coffee accidentally. Unless it's
No.
edible. That would be amazing if you could eat the paint. Or if you
Yeah.
painted with coffee.
That would be good if you like do it with your kids.
That
Actually,
needs to be a
Yeah.
thing, I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are popping up. They're
Yes.
already here and there.
Yes. So a lot
Wow.
of people can paint, not just at home. Apparently, it has become like a new hobby for a lot of people.
Okay.
So they can go to a location or a painting cafe designed for people who want to paint
Not
and
just
drink
kids.
coffee. Not just kids.
Well, kids don't drink coffee, do
Yes,
they?
I think more adults go there.
Okay.
And some places are like no kid zones.
Oh, really?
Because it's not for kids. It's for like adults who want to drink coffee and paint and just,
We have some places in Korea that don't really encourage kids to be
Right,
like
right.
noisy and stuff, and adults just want to relax. I understand that as well. And I guess for adults, you don't have paints at home. I have them because I have kids, but normal adults
Right,
wouldn't have a paint
exactly.
set or anything. It's a good idea.
Yes, it is. So let me tell you some trending painting cafes.
Okay.
There is a place called Cheongdam Painting Room, located in Cheongdam.
A very
And-
wealthy area.
Yes, it has become a trendy place, especially after it was revealed that BTS, 방탄소년단, Jungkook visited there.
We've got the photo up here.
Yes.
It kind of just looks like a trendy paint studio.
Yes, it does actually. And people can drink coffee as well. So they go there, they freely choose a canvas, and then they can use the equipment that are offered at the cafe.
Do you get like some tips or like a lesson at the same time?
No, I don't think you get a lesson,
Okay.
but you can print out like sample paintings from the printer in the place.
Oh, and then use that to copy and try and mimic.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
So I guess beginners can also try it, as an experience.
I would need like a tracing frame because I'm terrible at painting. I would need someone to hold my hand. That sounds good. And BTS make everything popular.
Right.
Anywhere else?
There's a place called 성수미술관 제주 특별점, and if I knew this place, I would have gone last week because it is in Jeju Island.
Hashtag Jeju for today.
Yes. So people can paint in front of an ocean view because it is located on a coastal road in Jeju.
Look at that view on the photo.
What a dream.
Yeah, and you could just paint that. I'm guessing most visitors just paint the scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think it'll be a healing experience for people who are planning to visit Jeju.
Yeah, anywhere with a sea view in Jeju is perfect for coffee.
Right.
And if you're into painting, that's even better.
Yes. So another place is called 불란서 미술관.
Bulanza is the old way we used to call France, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And it is in Ikseondong.
A trendy area in central Seoul. Is this the photo?
Yes.
That doesn't look like Korea, yeah. Well, in some ways it does.
But it does because it is made of, it's hanok. It's hanok themed.
And then the lamps and stuff look a bit more French.
Yes.
And then the atmosphere somehow looks that way.
Right. So it's like a mix of Eastern and Western culture. And it has those retro vibes.
Absolutely, yeah.
So a lot of people visit here. But I heard it's really hard to get a reservation.
Really?
Yes.
So at some of these cafes, it's not just drop in and have a coffee and paint,
Yes,
but it's make a reservation and go.
Yes.
That's how popular they are. Interesting stuff, Sejong. That is a wonderful trend. Have you painted anything that you've displayed then, Sejong, if that's your hobby?
I haven't displayed anything. I did upload it sometimes on my social media, but it's just a hobby. I'm not good at it.
You're not going to sell them just yet?
No.
For anyone who's interested, Sejong, how can they find you on social media, by the way?
It's SOOJUNGCHOI and another I. Sujong Choi with another I.
Sujong
That's my
Choi
Instagram
I.
ID, yes.
Fantastic. You're going to be back next week. We didn't scare you away.
No.
Fantastic as well, with 3 more trends then. It's been a pleasure meeting you and having you on air for the first time. Have a good week. See you next Thursday.
See you next week.
You can also listen to Inside Korea with Sujong on Arirang Radio's #DailyK every Thursday at 10 a.m. KST.